just going to talk about getting started. So before 2010, I basically hadn't been making any music for quite some time. I probably laid off for about 10 years or so. I don't know why, I just kind of got out of playing music. And my friend over here. And anyway, I wanted to get back into it. So, you know, as far as that, I didn't really have much gear anymore. I mean, I still had a couple good microphones. I had a really old mixer that wasn't really great. Had a good cassette deck, and I just started with that, doing kind of like live stuff with backing tracks and all that, and you know, started from there. Eventually I picked up a nice used interface that I still use on my XP laptop that I ended up setting up, and you know, now I'm running some other stuff on a newer laptop that's got, you know, 64-bit and all that. But you know, in the beginning, I just was doing stuff with whatever gear I had, and that's really the point of my videos. So, you know, if you're thinking about beginning creating music and you're not sure what stuff you need, how much you need to spend, whatever, I mean, you know, your budget's whatever you comfortably have to spend on gear, and at the end of the day, you know, just start creating with whatever things that you have available. You know, don't worry about, oh, if I don't have A, B, C, and D, then I can't get started, because I think that's probably the wrong attitude to have. And you know, I mean, I was mostly playing all saxophone at the beginning when I started doing music again, and then I kind of got back into more keyboard electronic stuff, and now I use a wind controller. But it's like, you know, I tried to just have a good saxophone sound. You know, I was working on things like microphone position, microphone placement, you know, how to record a good sound, so that, you know, that's kind of like a technique that you learn. And, you know, it's all basic stuff, and you don't need a lot of gear to do that. You know, it's amazing. It's like with a cassette deck and a mixer, you can pretty much, you know, get started. So, you know, that's kind of where I began, and then I got into all the computer stuff. And I did computer-based music, like MIDI stuff in the 1990s, but like there was a whole evolution of all the gear and all the plugins and all the effect stuff and virtual instruments that had kind of happened over that time period that I really wasn't that knowledgeable at all about. And as I started learning, I would realize that, wow, with a pretty modest investment, you know, a nice audio interface and some other things, I could get started, and that's basically what I did. So that's what I would recommend. Start with whatever you can.